Hey guys, Sir here. Those of you who watch my streams may know, for the past year, my dream mouse would be an ultralight version of the Zowie S1. HK Gaming has come out with the new mouse this year that brings that dream closer to reality. Meet the Naos M, an ultralight clone of the Zowie S2. Right away, when I held this mouse in my hand for the first time, I was extremely surprised. The particular mouse that I got, by far, had one of the best build qualities and feel of any ultralight mouse that I've ever tried. And that's including the Razer Viper and Model O, mind you. Now, I could have gotten lucky and just got an immaculate copy, but generally these kinds of clones usually have some kind of problem with the build quality, whether it be too much side play on the buttons, or too much flex when the sides are pressed in. But when squeezing this mouse, it felt really solid. A huge improvement over the last HK mouse I reviewed, the Meyer M, which you can check out from the card on screen now. That said, the build quality isn't perfect on the model I got. The forward side button could be wiggled back and forth, accompanied by a slight popping noise. This never became an issue while in game, but it's something to note. As I mentioned earlier, the Naos M is a clone of the Zowie S2 shape, so it's going to be very good for claw grip and fingertip users, and potentially palm if your hands aren't too big. For me personally, as someone with 20cm by 10.5cm hands, this mouse was a little on the small side, but it's still a great option if you have smaller hands. Here's a quick rundown of the specs. The dimensions of the mouse are as follows. The length is 119.5mm, the width at the widest part is 64mm, and the width near the sensor is approximately 54mm. And lastly, the height of the mouse is 38.4mm. Currently, there are 4 color options. There's blue, which is the one I have, pink, black, and white. And as far as I'm aware, all these come in matte finishes. The sensor is a Pixart 3360, which means the mouse can go up to 12,000 DPI, and the weight is 59 grams. Here's a look of what comes in the box. Just like the Meyer M, the Naos M comes with an extra pair of mouse gates and optional grip tape. Also just like the Meyer M, the Naos M also comes with pre-installed PTFE mouse gates and a paracord-like cable. I say a paracord-like because it's not actually a true paracord, but you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference anyway. The cable is extremely flexible and wasn't a hassle at all. Going back to the build quality, the scroll wheel on the Naos M is much better than the Zowie S2. And in terms of the clicks, they feel really solid. Besides the weight reduction, this is another thing that HK has done better than Zowie. The clicks on the Naos, in my opinion, are much better than the Zowie S2. Here's a quick sound test of the buttons. Speaking of the buttons, this mouse has an entire separate button on the bottom that cycles through all the RGB options. You can also do this by downloading and using the optional software, which also gives you control over things like the polling rate, lift-off distance, and debounce time, and also gives you the ability to set macros or rebind buttons to do different things if you desire. Overall, I really enjoyed my short time spent with this mouse. That said, I most likely won't continue to use it as my everyday mouse. The reason for this is simply that it's too small for my hand. But that doesn't mean it's not a good option for others. The S2 shape, which the Naos M shares, is loved by many. And seeing as to how much I love the bigger version, the Zowie S1, I'm sure that if I had a smaller hand, the Naos M would definitely be something I'd consider. In conclusion, the Naos M is an extremely solid option to consider if you're in the market for a small, lightweight mouse. If you've been looking for a lightweight variant of the Zowie S2, then this is your mouse. If HK came out with a larger version of the Naos M that was the same size as the Zowie S1, I think there would be a real chance for it to become my daily driver mouse. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content like this.